Welcome to the weekly Mesonet Weather Report. I'm Wes Lee. Well, it was another wet one for Oklahoma. Most of the state received additional moisture in either the wet or frozen variety. 7-day rainfall from Wednesday morning shows amounts from nearly 3 inches in the southeast to less than 1/10 of an inch in the far northwest. Soil moisture is just about as wet as it can get as well. At the 2-inch level, the ones on the fractional water index represent the wettest side of the scale. The .9s are just slightly behind. Only the far northwest counties are showing numbers in the light green colors. At our deepest sensors in the soil, located at 24 inches, we see the eastern 2/3 of the state maxing out the scale with all the ones. However, this map shows the remaining 2 areas in the state that might benefit from additional rainfall. This would be the southwest and the panhandle. These 2 regions have numbers that reach the driest end of the scale at 0. While the shallow soils there are in pretty good shape, rains have not been heavy enough lately to percolate to these deeper depths. The forecast for the week ahead does not indicate that we will see much drying out. Normal to slightly wetter than normal conditions are expected. Now here's Gary with a longer look at the rainfall situation.
Thanks, Wes, and good morning, everyone. Well, another really good week of moisture across the state, as Wes was mentioning. A little bit of rain and snow across western Oklahoma, a lot of rain across eastern Oklahoma. How's that impact the latest drought monitor? Let's take a look. Now, I swear we're just one decent rain away from completely getting rid of drought across southwest Oklahoma. You can see that area, just a small kidney bean shape down there across the far southwest, a moderate drought. It's really on its way out. If we can just get one more good bout of moisture, I think we could get that down to at least the yellow, the abnormally dry conditions, which signals drought on its way out. Now across the western panhandle, they've had some decent moisture as well, but not quite enough, and especially as we go back to the longer time frames to get rid of that moderate and severe drought that plagues much of Cimarron and a little bit of Texas County. Now the rest of the state, we're looking really good. So let's talk about that long-term rain and its deficits and surpluses. We'll go back to the water year, the beginning of the water year, October 1st, 2019. We can see less than 2 inches in that region in the far western panhandle, less than 4 to 5 inches down there in the far southwest and parts of west central Oklahoma. Then we go all the way up to close to 30 inches across eastern Oklahoma. So a vast disparity in moisture across the state. You know, what else is new for the state of Oklahoma? But when we look at the departure from normal for that same time frame, October 1st through the present, then we start to see the deficits. Deficits in the southwestern parts of the state, from 1 to close to 3 inches. If we go to the percent of normal rainfall map, we'll take a look out there in the far western panhandle. That's close to 50 to 60% of normal for much of Cimarron County, extending up close to Texas County. So that's why we have that moderate to severe drought persisting out in that region of the state. That's it for this time. We'll see you next time on the Mesonet Weather Report.